Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tim. I live here in Sarasota, and I drive a Toyota 4Runner 2021 SR5 Premium with the slider. I put up a video yesterday saying why I'm selling my 4Runner. And before I tell you why I changed my mind, let me just first say this. All my friends, for years, I've had certain sayings I have. And one of the sayings I have that all my friends know when I say I'm going to do something is, I always tell them, you can't believe a damn thing I say. Because I go back and forth. I change my mind. And I change my mind because I can. And that's just the way it is. So I was going to sell this 4Runner because, I was upset about the gas mileage, and I was also interested in making some money. Right now, cars and trucks are bringing top value, and you can't even buy them. And this one has a great resale value even before all this pandemic stuff and shortage of cars. So I thought, well, I had my fun with it. Let me just, sell out and make some money, maybe get all my gas money back I spent on 3 cross-country trips. And so right away, thanks to you guys, when I put up stuff about this 4Runner, whether it be a modification or a trip I'm going to take or selling, things I'm buying for it, things I've installed on it, I get some very good feedback. And information is power. So people were very articulate and kind in their words. A lot of them were saying, you're crazy. I would never sell mine. And these are people I value their opinion because they've had a 4Runner or multiple 4Runners a lot longer than I have. I've had one 6 months, 7 months. And I took it across country 3 times. It was the time of my life, actually. I slept in the back. You see all my videos. I went to Hell's Revenge in Moab, Utah. I went to Canyonlands and Arches. And then I went down to Hurricane, Utah, the south part, to the sand dunes down there. Went through some wonderful, beautiful mountains and pointed out all the features that I discovered the 4Runner has, like the radar cruise control will actually slow you down when you're descending out of mountains, and it won't just free roll, and other things that I discovered. So even though it's an old school vehicle, it still has a lot of new technology. We had an accident over there. So I had, those comments saying, you're crazy, or don't do it, or you shouldn't sell. And then I had a subscriber, his name's Jax. He said, the way things are, it might be worth $60,000 in 6 months. So the greed in me said, oh, hell yeah, I'll just wait and get more. I had it for $55,900 because I went to the dealer to get an oil change, and they had a 2018 TRD Pro with the same mileage as mine, 4 years old, for $57,000. And I know I've had people comment to me about the differences between a Pro, an off-road, an SR5. And if it's a 4-wheel drive 4Runner, in my opinion, there isn't any difference. I mean, zero. You got some different shocks and some black rims and some stitching on the headrest. And there's a crawl control feature, but I have the downhill assist, which is nothing more than, all track, which is nothing more than crawl control without cruise control. And I would beg to differ with anybody that thinks they can go anywhere in a Pro that this unit won't go. I don't know. I think maybe the Pro has a little more lift, like a leveling thing because of those Fox shocks. But I can tell you this. If you want to build it and make it an overlander or an off-road or a rock crawler, you don't have to do much to any of them. In fact, some people have even said on the Pros, if you pay all that extra money for the Pro and then you turn around and take off all of those things to change to different shocks, different rims, different tires, you're better off building an SR5. So that's nor here or there. It's very negligible, I'll put it that way, in the differences between this and a Pro. So the bottom line was, I saw that Pro for $57,000. I'm getting an oil change. I love my truck. And I started thinking, what? And then I found out that there wasn't any of them in stock. And I said, maybe now's the time to get out from under this gas hog and get all my money back, plus some maybe. All the mods I did, all the gas I spent going across country. And it just sort of, if you want to get Tim and you want to get at me, hit me in my pocket. And that's probably what gets at most people. You start messing with my finances and my money, and you got my attention. So I was all about that. And I got myself so convinced in my mind that, getting out of it and taking advantage of the market right now was the best thing. Then I started thinking, okay, what are you going to get? What are you going to replace it with? If you don't get top dollar for your 4Runner, they're going to be asking more than top dollar for another car. And I was wanting to get a car again, something good on gas. Honda, Toyota, Hyundai. I had 3 Sonatas. Then I thought, you know what? I'm done with all that new car stuff. I would like to just bank my money and buy a used car, 6, 7 years old, that someone's taken the depreciation on and they've taken very good care of it. I live in South Florida. People change cars here like their underwear. The battery goes dead. They freak out. They go trade it in. It's a perfectly good car. And especially if you buy a Japanese car. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. I'm not afraid of that. I was in the car business for 17 years, 30 years ago. I've been in my own business for 30 years. Doesn't even seem like that long. But anyway, I said, well, I'll just do that. But you can't buy a used car right now or a new car without paying premium price. I don't even think, there's anyone that hasn't heard that their car would bring more than average. So I put in on Auto Trader, I did a little search for 10 grand or under, and I put in Honda, then I put in Toyota. All I got was 175,000 miles plus on these various models. And it really isn't something to be scared of if you just need transportation, as long as it doesn't need any major repair. But I'm going to be 63 years old soon, and I've kind of moved up enough to where I think, all right, Tim, maybe you don't need to drive an old beater like you have most of your life. And after getting this 4Runner and the self-esteem you have, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. No one can deny it. And I've got a nice one. So when Jax, the subscriber, said, hey, maybe you can get 60 grand in 6 months, I started thinking, you know what? I'll just keep it. I'll bite the bullet on the gas. It's only if you're taking long cross-country trips are you really spending a lot of money in gas. It's all relative. Putzing around town here. Even though it says right now averaging 14.3, I got people telling me they're getting 17, 18, on the highway. 21 guy said, when it's not even rated at that. But I don't know. Maybe he's got a 2-wheel drive. So I said, all right, they're always going to have a good resale value anyway. I'll hold on to it. And then in 6 months, if it's worth 60 grand, I mean, everybody's got a price. And we'll see what the economy's going to do. The country's in such a turmoil right now with different people speculating on one end and then the other, looking at the glass half empty. So it's got a lot of people thinking and confused. So for right now, today, you can save your $50,000+ or spend it somewhere else, because the red Roadrunner is not for sale. All right, guys, thanks for viewing. And always remember, whatever you're doing out there, remember to crush it.